Good morning, students. Students, yesterday we discussed up to the creation of National Assembly by the members of Third Estate under the leadership of Mirabeau and Abesius, and they declared themselves as a National Assembly. We discussed up to that. Now, let us move further and let us see what was the condition of France during that time. Friends, we know that the National Assembly it became very busy in drafting a constitution, but the position or the condition of France it was not good. Why? Because during that time a severe winter occurred, and because of that the harvest it became very worst, and as a result the price of bread it rose up. Even the bakers, the pastry makers, means the bread bakers, they exploited this situation and they hoarded the supply. उन्होंने supply रोक ली, and even after spending hours in long queue at the bakery shop, the crowds of angry women, because women they were to feed up their children, so they were to be in queue for long hours to purchase the bread, but because they were unable to purchase, even the shopkeepers they hoarded the supply. They did not allow the people to take the bread, and that is why the women stormed into the shops. वो शॉप में घुस गई, उन्होंने तोड़ फोड़ मचाई, एंड एट द सेम टाइम द किंग ऑर्डर्ड, तो राजा ने ऑर्डर किया ट्रूप्स को टू मूव इनटू पेरिस. And on 14th July, as we read in the first paragraph, the agitated crowd stormed and destroyed the Bastille. In the countryside, rumor spread, अफवाह फैल गई from village to village that the lords of manor had hired bands of brigands who were on their way to destroy the ripe crops. कि ये रूमर फैल गई कि जो मुखिया होता है उसने अपने कुछ ब्रिगेड्स को हायर कर लिया है और जो रास्ते में पकी हुई फसलों को बर्बाद करते हुए आ रहे हैं. कॉट इन ए फ्रेंजी ऑफ फेयर, अब लोग डर गए इससे. पीजेंट्स इन सेवरल डिस्ट्रिक्ट सीज होव्स, उन्होंने अपने हाथ में खुरपे भाले वगैरह ले लिए, एंड अटैक चैटेक्स. दे लूटेड हॉर्डेड ग्रेन, उन्होंने रुके हुए माल को अनाज को लूट लिया, एंड बर्न डाउन डॉक्यूमेंट्स कंटेनिंग रिकॉर्ड्स ऑफ मैनोरियल ड्यूज. अ लार्ज नंबर ऑफ नोबेल्स फ्लीड फ्रॉम देयर होम्स, बहुत सारे तो नोबेल्स थे वो अपने घरों से ही भाग गए. मैनी ऑफ देम माइग्रेटिंग इन नेबरिंग कंट्रीज. फेस्ड विद द पावर ऑफ हिज रिवोल्टिंग सब्जेक्ट, अब देखा कि भाई मेरी प्रजा ने तो रिवोल्ट कर दिया. लुइस 16 फाइनली अकॉर्डेड रिकग्निशन ऑफ नेशनल असेंबली, तो लुइस 16 ने फाइनली नेशनल असेंबली को अपना सहमति दे दी, एंड एक्सेप्टेड द प्रिंसिपल दैट हिज पावर वुड फ्रॉम नाउ ऑन द चेक्ड बाय अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, कि अब उसकी पावर पर जो रोकथाम लग जाएगी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के द्वारा. On the night of 4th August 1789, the Assembly passed a decree abolishing the feudal system and obligations and taxes. Members of the clergy too were forced to give up their privileges. अब उनको सारी छूट मना हो गई. Taxes were abolished and the lands owned by the church were confiscated. As a result, the government acquired assets worth at least 2 billion livres. इतना सारा नेशनल असेंबली के पास इतने सारे असेट्स आ गए, रिसोर्सेज आ गए. नाउ फ्रांस बिकम्स अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोनार्की. द नेशनल असेंबली कंप्लीटेड द ड्राफ्ट ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इन 1791, ने अपना नेशनल असेंबली ने अपना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बना लिया, एंड इट्स मेन ऑब्जेक्ट वॉज टू लिमिट द पावर ऑफ मोनार्क. These powers, instead of being concentrated in the hands of one person, वर नाउ सेपरेटेड. अब पावर्स एक आदमी के हाथ में नहीं थी, सेपरेट कर दिया, एंड असाइन टू डिफरेंट इंस्टीट्यूशंस, द लेजिस्लेचर, एग्जीक्यूटिव एंड जुडिशरी, एंड दिस मेड फ्रांस अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोनार्की. Now this figure 7 it explains how the new political system worked. Now this is judiciary comprising judges, executive, king is a part of executive only. The complete hold it was in the hands of National Assembly, which comprised 745 members, and they were elected by the electors, and these electors comprised 50,000 men only. And who were entitled to vote? They were known as active citizens. They were entitled to vote, and about 4 million of the population, means 20, total population was 28 million, and out of them only 4 million people they were entitled to vote. First of all, they voted for the electors, and electors they were 50,000, and these electors they voted for National Assembly, where the members were 745. Others, they were the older people, the women, the children, and the youth below 25 years of age. They were known as passive citizens. And this complete, there was I'm so sorry, National Assembly controlled over the king, and king had also the veto power. Veto means one supreme power over the National Assembly. But National Assembly was under the control of ministers also. So this was the structure of National Assembly as well as the powers of king. Even the judiciary, it was elected by the active citizens. It was also elected body. It was not hereditary. So this was the total political system under the Constitution of 1791. Now let us move further. What, according to the 1791 Constitution, which powers were given to the National Assembly? Vested the powers to make law in the National Assembly, which were indirectly elected, as election system we already have read, and that is citizens voted for a group of electors who in turn chose the assembly. Not all citizens, however, had the right to vote. Only men about 25 years of age who paid taxes equal to at least 3 days of a labor wage were given the status of active citizens, and that is, it means they were entitled to vote. The remaining men and all women, they were classed as passive citizens. Now, to qualify as an elector and then as a member of assembly, a man had to belong to the highest bracket of taxpayer. मतलब उसको taxpayer होना ही जरूरी था. So this was the situation, or this was the system to elect the people of National Assembly. Now let us see, according to the Constitution, what rights were given to the citizen of France. The Constitution began with the declaration of the rights of man and citizen, and rights such as the right to life, freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, and equality before law. They were established as natural and inalienable. These rights were given by the Constitution, which was framed by a National Assembly, that they belonged to each human being by birth and could not be taken away. And it was the duty of the state to protect each citizen's natural right. So these rights are considered as natural rights. Now let us move further and let us see that which symbols, according to the National Assembly, which symbols were introduced. Now the majority of men and women in the 18th century could not read or write, as illiteracy was there, and only a few people they were literate. So images and symbols they were prepared. They were frequently used instead of printed words to communicate important ideas. लोगों में important ideas बताने के लिए, उनको बातें बताने के लिए symbols का use किया जाता था. So the painting by Lee Barbier uses many such symbols to convey the content of the Declaration of Rights, and let us read them. The first one is broken chain. It means chains. Earlier chains were used to fetter slaves. दासों को जकड़ने के लिए chains का use किया जाता था, but now a broken chain stands for the act of becoming free. Now this is the second one, the bundle of rods or fasces. One rod can be easily broken, but not an entire bundle. So it stands for strength that lies in unity. Now the eye within a triangle radiating light. All seeing eye stands for knowledge. आँखों को नॉलेज के लिए माना जाता है. एंड द रेज ऑफ द सन विल ड्राइव अवे द क्लाउड्स ऑफ इग्नोरेंस. और जब आँख के ऊपर जो सूर्य की किरणें पड़ती हैं तो उससे उनके अंदर से जो इग्नोरेंस की भावना है वो छट जाती है. वो Now next one is scripture. It is a symbol of royal power. And the last is snake biting its tail to form a ring. It is a symbol of eternity. A ring has neither beginning nor end. So these are some of the symbols which were used during French Revolution to inspire the citizens, to make the citizens understand the importance of democracy, the importance of independence. So let us move further. Some more symbols are there. The red parent cap, and it means cap worn by a slave upon becoming free, कि एक स्लेव जो आज़ाद हो गया तो उसके बाद वो ये कैप पहनेगा. ब्लू वाइट एंड रेड, द नेशनल कलर्स ऑफ फ्रांस. द विंग्ड वुमन means personification of the law, and the law tablet, the law is the same for all and all are equal before it. So these are the symbols which were used to make the people, or to influence the people, to make the people aware regarding independence, regarding freedom, regarding importance of democracy. Now, because of when people came to know about all these things and they became very aware, and now instead of constitutional monarchy, now France abolished monarchy and becomes a republic. So this is all for the day, and rest of the chapter we will discuss tomorrow. So this is all for. Thank you.